I am going all in on SEI because I think it is super undervalued right now and has the potential to 25x in this bull market. No, that is not hopium or clickbait. We're going to talk about all of that in this video. We're going to go over big catalysts that are happening, and we're going to go through my detailed price prediction. But before we get started, welcome back to the channel. My name's Doc. Throughout the day, I'm a resident physician, and at night, I take you guys on my crypto and investing journey. We got a lot to talk about. I actually made an SEI video a couple weeks ago. It did really well. I've been continuing to buy more SEI on this price dip. This is a video that we did 3 weeks ago, got a really good response, and I appreciate all of that. We're going to talk about what's going on with SEI right now. So as you can see, right now we're at about 20 cents. If we look at the 3-month chart here, gosh, this was at 60 cents in December, right? So just a couple months ago, we were a 3x from where we are right now. And honestly, I think that is so oversold. I think there's a ton of bullish catalysts coming up. And if you guys look at it right now, we are only $1 billion market cap. I think we are going to be multiples of that. And again, we're going to talk about my price prediction at the end of the video. So stay till the end. We're only at $1 billion right now. And honestly, I think this thing is primed to absolutely blow up. Like we talked about on the last video, you can buy this thing damn near everywhere, right? It's on Uniswap, BTCC, more on that in a little bit, Binance, Bybit, Gate.io, BitGet, KuCoin, Coinbase, Mexi, amongst a ton of others, right? So I think this thing really could take off. The market cap right now, we're sitting at right at $1 billion. Like we had mentioned, just in December, we were a clean $3 billion from here. But before we go into that, we look at the daily candles the crypto bubbles for the day, and you can see SEI right now, it's up about a point, 1.7, almost 2%. There are some other bigger gainers, but this is exactly why I'm buying. Again, I think that SEI is super underrated right now. If we take a quick look at Bitcoin, I don't want to spend a ton of time on this because this is an SEI video, but Bitcoin right now is at $84,000. Now, this is the daily chart. We're getting a nice little recovery here over the past couple days. I'm hoping that we can get back to, I don't know, even the mid 90s would really add some fuel to the fire for altcoins, especially primed altcoins like SEI. If we look at the Bitcoin dominance, this is still way too high. We're sitting at around 61, 62%, and we've been there for a while. The tough thing is every time, this is a really long trend line that goes back for almost over a year, and it fits really nice. Every time we come down to this trend line, we tend to bounce right back off it. So this is something that I'm going to be watching. If you guys want up-to-date, really great crypto info that's easy to understand, that's why you guys subscribe to me, comment down below what you guys want to see next. So I'm going to be watching this to fall back down. But the good thing here with SEI is President Trump, his World Liberty Financial, they continue to keep buying SEI. SEI. It's a mouthful. Every time I say it, I'm chewing on it. But this is bullish for me, right? Arguably the most popular person in the world, the most pro-crypto president in history is buying this project. And clearly, they know something that maybe we don't know. They continue to stack their bags. And for me, that's really bullish. Now, we look at a little bit of TA here. I think this is a good spot to buy SEI, right? We talked about how we're kind of in this low 20s range. If we go back to price, we're kind of in this low 20s range. And honestly, I think this is setting up for the next big move. I'm looking for our next big target to be right at the mid 30s. I think we can easily get back to 70 cents in just a matter of time. And we're going to talk about my bullish target at the end. But this chart here says that if we get really extended, right? If we have that blow off top with Bitcoin, we could be a couple of dollars. I've been following the SEI Twitter, and guys, they are growing at a really fast rate. They have almost 800,000 followers. And it feels like last time I checked this, they were barely scratching 700,000. So that in and of itself is really bullish to me. The other thing is the total value locked on this network continues to grow. And this is super bullish for me, right? The total value locked, I like to kind of think of it as the overall health of the chain, or rather the confidence that folks have in SEI, because it shows, hey, I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is. And I actually looked this up because I'm very much a trust but verify guy. Yes, Twitter's great, but I like to look at things myself, and it checks out, right? Look at the TVL just in the past year, right? If we go back the past year, this thing up roughly a year ago in like March, it had $25 million locked. We've now exploded. We're at $350 million. Honestly, I think it's just a matter of time before SEI has 500 million and even $1 billion in total value locked. We look here, we're looking at, say, this is right now we're above the 20-day moving average. And this is good. We've held this as support, right? So the next thing that we want to see is, can this get above its bull market support band, right? And if we actually look at that, I think that is important to look at, because we got a little bit of work to do before we get back to the bull market support band. So this is on the daily chart. And then I'm just going to add the bull market support band. We've got a ways to go, right? The bottom part of the bull market support band is that 34-cent area. And then the top area of that is roughly 39 or 40 cents. So we need to get back above this. And it's only a matter of time before we go back to retest this. The real thing is going to be, can we durably get above it? And here's what I think is bullish about this. Yes, we are below the bull market support band, right? There's no kind of doubt about that. But guess what? This next resistance zone is at 35 cents, which just so happens to correlate with the bull market support band. So a lot of things kind of tend to be loading up here. As we're even filming this, like the price continues to rise. This could be a trading opportunity. If you guys do want to trade this, down below is my BTCC link. You guys can get a 10% bonus on first-time deposits. You can also get no KYC, no VPN. If you use the link down below, you also get lower trading fees. Plus, they have a ton of additional bonuses. They are a partner of the channel, so if you use my link below, it helps me out. Okay, we're going to get over my price prediction here in just a second. The other bullish thing that I like about this, I've been buying SEI for a while now, but big YouTubers are starting to talk about this more. And it makes sense, right? Trump and his World Liberty Fight, they're buying. That attracts attention from big names in the crypto space. Now, yes, other people are talking about SEI. It's not just Crypto Archie, but it is reassuring in a lot of ways that the big YouTube channels, the big KOLs or influencers in this space, they find this project worthy enough to talk about, to invest in. So that's really important to me as well. The other big thing that I want to talk about, and I guess before we mention that, down below is going to be my free Discord. We have absolutely nothing to sell you, building a really strong community. Link is going to be down below. I'm also going to pin it in the first comment. Okay, what you guys have all been waiting for, my SEI price prediction. And last time we talked about this, I kind of just gave you, in my previous video, I just gave you one price, and I wanted to go into a little bit more of a detailed analysis here. So my bear price prediction, right, for SEI this bull cycle is 60 cents. And that would be a 3x from here, right? A 3x from here. I think that's super doable. Just in December, we were already there. And the other thing to keep in mind is when we're going over these price predictions, this is under the assumption that you think the Bitcoin all-time high is not in yet, right? I personally do not think it's in yet, but I'm not a financial advisor, right? This isn't financial advice. I don't have a crystal ball. But it is my personal belief that the best is yet to come for Bitcoin, right? Once Bitcoin can get back above 100,000, into the 120s, 130s, maybe even the 140s, 50s, if that can happen, alts are going to explode. And I can tell you right now, alts are going to move fast once that happens. So that's why I'm building my position now, right? We looked at the crypto bubbles. SEI, it's only up like roughly 2% for the day. What that tells me is, hey, this is an untapped resource, right? People have yet to transition to SEI, and that for me is important. Like, I'm not going to go into numbers, but I've done pretty well this bull cycle. I'm actually like really happy with how things have progressed, and I feel like one of the big things that I've done is I've moved into projects, moved into narratives, and moved out of narratives before other people, right? You kind of need to have You need to be like a step ahead of everybody else. And that's all the reason to like be in a community, right? Be in a group. We're a solid group of people, over 200 people in here. And this is like a dedicated group, right? So you got to be ahead of people. Okay, I'm rambling. My base case, or excuse me, my bear case is 60 cents. That's roughly a 3x from here. My base case is 180 cents. This is roughly a $10 billion market cap, right? The reason that I say roughly is there's going to be a little bit of dilution, right? I think less than 50% of the circulating supply is out. I'm not worried about that though, because the vesting schedule is over 5 years. So I really think that if Bitcoin can durably get back above 100,000, it would not be unheard of for SEI to hit $1.80, right? That's a $10 billion market cap. Okay, so what is my bull case? And I feel like I got to give the disclosure. The bull case is if Bitcoin is going into euphoria, right? You're hearing about it everywhere. You're seeing it on the TV. Your taxi drivers, saying like, hey, you might want to think about investing in Bitcoin. That's when you know we are starting to hit euphoria, the peak. So if that happens, my bull price prediction for SEI is $5.50. And hear me out. I actually think this is a pretty conservative target. And we're going to talk about this for a little bit because I think it's important. So that would be a $5.50 SEI. That's roughly a $30 billion market cap. I'm saying roughly because there's going to be a little bit of dilution over the next year. Again, I'm not worried about that because the vesting schedule for these tokens is over 5 years. Plus, you have the really, really big people in the space buying it. So that would be a $30 billion market cap, right? Roughly, and again, I'm saying roughly here, roughly a 25-30x from here. $30 billion might seem like a lot, but to be honest with you, I don't think it is. And here's why. And I bring up this example all the time, but Polkadot in the last bull cycle hit a market cap of over $50 billion, okay? Over $50 billion. Here's another one that I always like to talk about. If we look at HBAR, and I like HBAR, I'm a Hedera guy. Of course, it's not gonna show up here. Okay, if we look at HBAR, last cycle, it hit a market cap of roughly, I guess it's starting to kind of hit new market cap highs now, roughly $13 billion. This is not peaked yet, right? So if Polkadot can do over $50 billion and we have current projects, I think SEI is like right up there with the HBARs amongst others. I think this can really run. The other thing is that nobody's really talking about is, and this is more of like a common sense thing, right now, SEI it's ranked 83. Like right now, it is ranked 83. So when I say you're really getting in before other people have transitioned to this project, that's what I'm talking about, right? So I want to know down below, like genuinely, I want to know what is your price predictions for SEI? And the reason that I say that is it's good to see other people's opinions, right? I don't have a crystal ball. This is just, I'm telling you guys plays that I have conviction in, and I'm showing you like what I'm buying. So let me know in the comments down below, what do you think the price prediction is for SEI? And if you want to join a really strong community, check out the Discord link below. All right, guys, really appreciate all the support. Like, comment, turn on notifications so YouTube can send you more content like this, and I'll see you guys on my next video.